Hi everyone, welcome to today's session. It will have Superman in it because you all know how much I love a Superman. Let's get started. Come onto all fours onto tabletop. And once you get there, just set your base, have a little wiggle from side to side, checking that you're spreading the fingers wide, softening the knuckles of the fingers. Shoulders are over the wrist, shoulder blades are in neutral on the back of the rib cage, pelvis in neutral, so you're not tilting that tailbone and rounding out that lower back, or just allowing that belly to drop down towards the floor. Gentle hug into the midline, come to stillness, take a nice long inhale, slowly exhale out through the mouth. 2 more. And keep that gentle hug in. Let's come into bent knee glute raises on the right. So using that right glute, float that right knee off the floor, slowly lowering down. Squeeze up for 2. And for 3, check that the waist's even through both hands and that the hips are square. Keep using that glute to float that knee off the floor. And then hold it here, lengthen out that leg nice and long and flex the foot, and then bend the knee, ankle to knee, and lengthen. So that's 2 and 3, keep that gentle hug in, 4, 5 and 6, bend that knee and pulse for 1, for 2, for 3, for 4, for 5 and for 6, float it back down, tabletop, maybe a little sway, maybe you need to give those wrists a little shake, set your base, gentle hug in, and let's repeat that on the left, squeeze that left glute for 1, for 2, for 3, just keep going, keep that gentle hug in, breathing wide and full. And let's come up, hold it there, check that the hips are square, and lengthen out. And bend, and lengthen, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, bend, pause here, and pulse for 1, for 2, for 3, for 4, for 5, and for 6. Slowly lower that knee down. Option to keep the feet flat on the floor or tuck the toes. Tabletop hip circles. With the option of maybe floating the hips down towards the heel and coming to those rolling hip circles. Work with your own range of movement and your own breath pattern. And it doesn't matter which way you're circling the hips, because now we're going to slowly change direction. So remember, it can be tabletop or these rolling hip circles. And let's circle all the way back to neutral. Tuck the toes, gentle hug into the midline. Float the knees and then the hips up and back, down dog, and bend those knees. Let's come into a bent knee down dog. Check in with the hands. And then push up through the arms, lengthen the armpits, relax the head and neck, and really think about lengthening out that spine so you're not rounding out that lower back. We're not worrying about our heels to the floor, keeping those knees bent. And then maybe a little sway from side to side. You're spreading those fingers wide, you're keeping the knuckles of the fingers soft. And then come to stillness. Transitioning, hands to the feet at the back of the mat, lean to the left, bring that right hand back, keep the hips high, lean to the right, step the left hand back, hips are high, heels start to lower. And slowly push down through both feet, slowly hip hinge all the way up, reach the fingertips all the way up to the ceiling, soften the knees, pelvis and neutral, circle out those wrists. And start to bend at the elbows, change direction of the hip circles, starting to lower the arms all the way down to the side of the body. Give those wrists a little shake. And then from here, just gently heel toe the feet. So the feet are coming off the mat. Soften the knees. Come into side lunges. So bend that right knee. Allow the glutes to float all the way back. Keep that spine long so you're looking down at the floor, not jutting that chin up. Slowly come up and over. You can keep the hands, fingers in those hip creases, right. Slowly back over to the left. Or maybe bring the hands to the thighs. Your choice. Glutes float back, spine nice and long. Keep that gentle hug in. And the next time you come over to the right, slowly swivel the feet round. Bring the feet so they're on two lines, hip width apart, coming into crescent, high lunge. So you're on the ball of the left foot, bending that right knee. May need to bend that left knee a little bit more to keep that pelvis neutral. Gentle squeeze of the left glute. And then slowly bring the hands through to heart center. And allow the thumbs to connect to the heartbeat. Pause in here for a moment. Keep that gentle hug in, keep the pelvis to neutral. Gentle squeeze of the left glute. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, rotate to the right, about an inch or maybe half an inch. Slowly back to center. Rotate for 2. To center for 3. I'm going to do 3 more. 4 and 5 and 6. Slowly release the hands, lengthen that right leg, parallel the feet to the front of the mat. Side lunges again, bend that left knee, allow the glute to float back. So hands can be on the thighs or fingertips can be in those hip creases, whichever feels comfortable for you. Glutes are floating back, spine nice and long. You can be up a little bit higher, or maybe you can tap the fingertips to the floor if that feels comfortable for you. And you can keep that spine long, keep those hips floating back. And breathe. And next time you come over to the side lunge and the left, just swivel the toes round to face the left, coming up into your high lunge. Set on 2 lines, not 1, on the ball of the right foot. Pelvis is neutral, so you might need to bend that right leg a little bit more. Gentle hug in, right glute is on, hands through to heart center. Lovely long spine, crown of the head towards the ceiling. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotate to the left, back to center. And left, maybe an inch or half an inch back to center. And rotate to center. That's 3. We've got 3 more to do. Last one. Back to center. Release the hands. Slowly lengthen up that left leg. Parallel the feet. And then from here, let's do some more side lunges. Right and left. Right and left. So hands to the thighs or the hip creases, or maybe the fingertips to the floor. Keep floating those hips back. And let's do 1 more each side. Left, right, maybe slowly come all the way up. Slowly heel toe the feet in. Feet about hip width apart, soften the knees, pelvis to neutral. Reach fingertips all the way up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, bend the knees. Allow the hips to float back, and let's walk and meet up in our down dog. Once you get to your down dog, set your base, spread the fingers wide, soften the knuckles of the fingers, push up through the arms, lengthen the armpits, relax the head and neck, lengthen the spine, bend those knees, have a little sway from side to side. Take a nice long inhale, slowly exhale out through the mouth. Lower the knees to the floor, tabletop. Coming into Superman, lengthen out that right leg, left arm, pause in here, and exhale, tabletop. Left arm, right, left arm, left leg, right arm, and tabletop. Let's keep going. Right with the left arm, and tabletop, left leg, right arm, and tabletop. Keep going. Keep that gentle hug in. Squeeze in with the glute of the extended leg. Keep going. Up and down. And hold it here. So I've got my right leg extended and left arm. You may be opposite. And breathe wide and full. And let's swap over. Left leg, right arm. And breathe. And slowly come to tabletop. Let's come back to hip circles, maybe in tabletop or maybe rolling hip circles. Toes can be flat. Toes can be tucked. The feet can be flat on the floor. And let's change direction. And then from here, you can either come to kneeling or you can bring the knees out wide, big toes together. Slowly float the hips back to the heels, bring the lower arms to the floor. Keep the bend in the arms, bring the palms to face the ceiling. You can pause here with the eyes closed. Maybe you can float the lower arms off the floor, make a fist and allow the head to float onto the fists for some support, or you can join me in kneeling. And if you're coming into a kneeling, just soften the shoulders, lengthen the spine, crown of the head towards the ceiling. Palms can face down or palms can face up. And then just staying broad across the collarbones. Just a few breaths here. And if you're in child's pose, you can stay here. Or maybe you'd like to join us in kneeling. Slowly bring the palms together, bring the hands through to heart centre. Please feel well, please stay in your child's pose if that feels comfortable for you. Thank you very much for joining me. May you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you find peace within. And then just slowly flutter your eyes open. Take a nice deep breath in, reach fingertips all the way up to the ceiling. Lovely long stretch. And slowly bring the hands back down through to heart centre. Thank you very much everyone, and I shall see you soon. Goodbye.